All right, shout out to Serpa Gang for sending the viewers over in the raid. They have requested to see a version of the Detractor Alley. So let's give them what they want. We're going in head first. Shout out to David Jaffe. Shout out to the Steaming Republic. Shout out to Panther's Edge. Shout out to the Helpless Helpline. DSP is now begging for $900 to stuff his face with Taco Bell. Let's get into it.
Something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Hogan.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right, guys. Today, we're going to have fun with Kronos The New Dawn, premiere of a brand new survival horror game here on DSP Gaming. I hope it runs well, and please support the stream. We want to end this week strong, right? This week has been hit or miss. Some streams I've done absolutely.
Okay, well, for starters, Phil, why is it we want to end the week strong? Why don't you tell people what the translation for that is? The translation for that is, I want to get some money because it's the end of the week. It's not we want to end the week strong. That's something you say to your, like, when you say we, Phil, that's something you say to your, like, your basketball team or something like that. That's not something you say when you're going to be begging people for money for playing video games. We need to end the work strong.
Great. Other streams, definitely not so much. We're at 44 goals hit out of 50. When we hit 50 goals, it's DSP try.
Why even count the numbers anymore at this point, Phil? Like 50, we're at 44 or 50. Every time you hit a goal, there's another goal right on deck. So what point does it make to keep the numbers?
Is it the return to Katsu Burger? However, I just looked up this morning because we were talking about that for the next DSP Tries It. We wanted to do Taco Bell and their new menu. Taco
again.
Bell's new menu.
Dude, just so everyone knows, there is no we with this guy. Every decision's made by him. Even when he tells you, I want to hear what you are going to decide, I'm going to let the fans decide, it's never decided by that. Because if it's something he doesn't like, he says it was the trolls picked it. The trolls altered this. The trolls did that. The detractors did this. There's never a day that was his fault because of something he did. It's always because of the detractors.
It's nationwide here in the United States on September 9th. That's 4 days away. Okay? 4 days. So how about this? Here's what I'm going to say.
And another thing, why do you think it's more of an incentive to donate? Because you're eating Taco Bell. Like, I want to know the cluelessness of this guy's brain, that he truly believes that the restaurant makes people want to pull out their wallets any faster. Has he been struggling hitting the goal this week? Yeah. He got lucky earlier. Someone dropped a $100 tip on him to get him in the green.
Now it's going to be DSP Tries It Katsu Burger. But if you guys can get us to 50 goals by the 9th, Taco Bell instead on release,
which is like $900 away.
New Decades menu, because there's a double layer taco, 2 new burritos, and I think some kind of an empanada dessert. All right, so that's what we're gonna do if we can get to 50 goals by the 9th.
50 goals, which is 900
I will do
away.
Taco Bell on release day.
Phil,
Okay?
who wouldn't want to eat Taco Bell in front of their audience after they made 900?
That's going to be a daunting task because that means we have to hit a goal every stream and then some. Because I'm off.
That's going to be a daunting task. Do you hear that? That's going to be a daunting task for you to give me $900 before. Why don't you call it what it is? Use words like task and momentum. Call it what it is.
Off tomorrow. So we would have to hit like a double goal one stream and then hit a goal
double goal,
stream,
which is
and then
300
do it on release day. Okay? I feel like that'd be more interesting to do right away than Katsu Burger, which we've already done before. Right?
I think either
sense.
one's the same,
And
Phil. They're no different. Katsu Burger, Taco Bell, your reviews are all the same. All the words are the same. I'm not saying when I did Two Chomps it was anything special, but Two Chomps was a video that I made on the road in public. I had to just say, yeah, I'm going to eat in front of my stream because they like it. And you spend less time with your wife that you complain that you want to spend more time with, but because we don't donate fast enough, we're costing you time with your wife. Us not giving you money, you claimed the other day, was costing you time with your wife because people wait till the end of the stream to give you money. It's because you're a shithead, Phil, and they can get you to stay on longer if they don't donate. Why give you the money? They know you're out as soon as you get that shit.
You could always do Katsu Burger after the fact, okay?
No one cares about Katsu Burger.
All right, now here's the thing. Brain Free says, well, what if DoorDash doesn't have it yet? If the delivery apps don't have it on release day, I'll go get it. Because
I like how that's the one question you'll answer. This guy treats his audience like shit at the time, never even responds to half the things Kick ask. But if you ask a dumbass question that fits his rhythm, like about the food he's about to eat or something he would like to address in front of you, that's the only time he'll answer. That's why that guy probably wrote that, because he knew he just might answer that. Because everybody else in his chat, according to this, someone put Taco Bell isn't even that good. Why do you eat Taco Bell? They don't even have real beef. These are the kind of people, Phil, that you said everybody wants to watch you play Taco Bell. I'm reading these comments. Someone says don't start, just start the game. You can eat Katsu Burger or whatever you want, exactly. Ask the king about it.
Taco Bell is 1 block away. Unlike these other places where I would have to drive a while, it's 1 block away. So even if the delivery app doesn't have it, I'll
Here we
remember
go again.
that, and I'll
DSP's
end my
back
stream
at
a
it with the
little
same
early, and I'll
old
drive and
routine.
get it
Says
and come
edible
back and we'll do
dandy.
DSP tries it live. Okay? I hope I don't have to do that. I hope I can just get it delivered, but we'll see. No, it's not even a mile away. I told you it's a block away. It's a block away. It's a very quick drive. The trick will be traffic, because around the time when I end my stream, that's when everyone's getting out of work and school, so there's a lot of traffic. So it might still take me like a half an hour to get it. So that's what I mean. Like if I have to drive to get it, what I would do is end my stream around 3:30, go get the food, come back, so we can still eat around 4 p.m. That way it's not like going ultra late, okay? But we have to hit the goal by September 9th. All right.
Mo
So
says someone get DSP a map. He's always
Tuesday.
lost.
We have to hit all the goals by the first stream on Tuesday. So let's get some support rolling. Let's get
some support rolling.
Tries at New Decades menu on Tuesday. Let's go. Now, like I said, if we hit the goals and we go earlier, then we'll do Katsu Burger. We'll do Katsu Burger Take 2 and retry some of the cool products and things. We'll probably buy a giant burger and stuff like that.
Buy a giant burger.
Dab Hands, it would take just as long. He says, I just walk it to avoid traffic if it's that close. It would take just as long. Like to walk it or to sit in the traffic would be the equal amount of time. So I'd rather be in the car.
Someone says get the Godzilla burger.
I don't care what fat ass Rich does. You don't ever have to bring him up in my chat ever. I will literally never care about what that man does ever for the rest of his life. Really, I mean that too. Like he is the most insignificant human on this planet. All right, well, thank you for the initial support. So as I've already stated, let's lay it out again. We're at 44 out of 50 goals. When we hit 50 goals, it's time for a new DSP tries. There's a new Decades menu at Taco Bell starting on Tuesday, September 9th. If we hit 50 goals, Bob...
The way this guy's saying it, you would think it's some big-ass thing going on at Taco Bell. It's the normal shit. And it's like, if we could hit 50 goals like it's some easy task, this guy's literally asking for 900.
By the first stream of Tuesday, September 9th, we will do the Decades menu on release day. We will do an audible and change it around.
On
now,
release day.
50 goals before Tuesday, then we will do DSP Tries It, Katsu Burger, The Return. But I feel like Taco Bell is more exciting, don't you? So let's hit these goals by Tuesday. Let's do it.
I do not feel like Taco Bell's more exciting. Let me see if anyone in his chat. Let's see if anyone in his chat's writing that. I don't see anyone putting that's exciting. That's how the video ended anyway.
I got the drip. Go.
What else we got? Thank you, Abby. DSP threatens Silk Song wage quit, insults bands viewers, begs like a crackhead.
Well, let me tell you.
DSP had $1 for every time he said I'm not mad. He'd be a millionaire by now. Hogan.
What other playthroughs are we in the midst of? Well, tonight, we're actually starting up Hollow Knight Silk Song for real. You know, when I played it last week, it was just a 1 hour...
What's for real mean, Phil?
Kind of scenario. And I played it for that hour, and people really seemed to like it. And I was shocked because, you know, Metroidvanias typically don't do well on this channel. So the fact that it actually was doing well and people were like...
He always says people. Like, how many people truly like that? Because usually people just shit on the games you play because they're LARPers. And the people that are, like, your real fans don't really even give a shit.
...it and supporting it, I was like, oh. So hopefully that crowd shows up tonight. because as I stated, I'm totally down for Metroidvanias. I like Metroidvanias.
Shout out to Team Babylon. Says I swear
really do.
DSP
I've
can make a
always
full
enjoyed
job
Metroidvanias,
out of complaining.
starting back from, original Metroid all the way through the Castlevania series when it became like that, all the way through modern Metroidvanias, of which there's a ton. But the problem is they historically don't do well on my channel. Okay?
Tell people what historically don't do well on your channel means, Phil.
I mean, honestly, that's
Tell 'em
why
what
I
that
avoided
means.
Hollow Knight. That's why I didn't play other games as well of that similar formula. So let's see tonight on the late stream. I hope you'll come by around 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I hope that you'll join me for Hollow Knight Silksong. If this stream does well, that will convince me to play it as a full playthrough and to basically maybe experience more of these games in the future and give them a shot. But if tonight I actually do my first stream of Silksong and we get people that don't show up, don't engage, and don't support, I'm going to be like, well, I guess I told you so.
Quit using the word engage.
Well.
It's all about support, because they actually
right?
did show up,
So,
and you
I hope
still
you'll
threaten
join.
to quit the game.
Okay? So let's see. Let's see how
This
it goes.
guy literally, because I know what happened. This guy doesn't hit the goal, right? Told everybody, if you guys want to ever see me play this game again, you got to send me the money the next day and say it's for Silksong. If we get the $65 that this game didn't get the night before, it's gone. So don't give me the bullshit. Now you're playing Silksong for a day stream. It's always about the money, Phil. It's never about the viewership, because the viewership was there. And then when the viewership's there, he says they were just trolls. No, bro, sometimes the trolls want to watch you play the better games.
Tonight, as I give it a fair chance, okay? Cool. All right, guys, so that is what's going on. with
Durson
all that.
Foo.
So, as I said, there's one final thing I'd like to talk about, and then we will go to
Hell Mike says DSP's idea of keeping it cool is a master class in pretending.
Okay. Let's talk about this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, finally, the dry spell is over. After almost 4 to 5 streams where we were hitting no goals whatsoever, we finally hit a support goal last night for Chronos. And I'm shocked because we played Chronos as the major stream on Friday, and I didn't hit a goal. But then having it as a night stream last night, we did hit the goal.
See, it's never about the game. They don't give a
Right.
fuck if you're playing Chronos. He's like, oh,
So,
Chronos did hit the
we
goal,
did.
and then it didn't hit the
Okay.
goal.
Very excited that we did that. Now we're at 45 out of 50 goals hit. So what does that mean? It means 5 more goals, and then it's going to be DSP Tries It, the Decades menu from Taco Bell. It actually launches tomorrow, okay? And I'm just curious if they have it on their website yet or not. No. They don't have it on the website yet. So,
Someone in his chat said, so happy we're at 45 now.
let me find it again.
Somebody else says, it is very exciting. Sponsor Phenomenon Me says, is DSP
Cool
about to
Ranch
make
Doritos
another
Locos
excuse, or is
Taco.
it just me?
A caramel apple empanada, a 7-layer burrito, and a double-decker taco, as well as, I believe, a chili cheese burrito. I think all of those things are returning.
Somebody put,
Taco
nobody
Bell
cares, go drink pool water, ack, ack, ack. I bet you they
as
got
a
blocked.
Decades menu starting tomorrow. All right?
They're
So,
just putting LARPing comments. No one's putting their,
I'm
like,
excited
they-
to try it out.
it's
Last
all
year, we
trash,
did their Decades
says
menu.
Dr.
It was
Thunderhawk.
very hit or miss. Some things were good and some things were terrible. All right?
Professor
So, I'm
Suge
excited to
says
do
the
one this
goal
year.
rewards are
You guys
kind of
said
meh.
You wanted me to go back to Taco Bell for a while, so we're going to do it. And I'm going to try out that whole menu, basically. I'm going to get one of each of the things that's on the Decades menu.
Think about that. I'm going to get one of each of the items that's on the Decades menu and eat it in one sitting. How do you even take the food review serious at that point?
Okay? So it launches tomorrow. So
We
have
asked
5
for
goals
this
to
as
go.
someone in his kick
So
chat.
if we hit every goal today and every goal tomorrow, it means that we'll have one more to go, and we could actually do this
Which
on
is
Wednesday.
$600.
Okay?
Why don't you
If we
tell
hit
people how
multiple
much
goals
money
today,
it is,
means
Phil?
We can do it tomorrow. Do I think we're going to hit multiple goals on a single stream today? Probably not. Maybe for Silksong, but I'm really not foreseeing
No.
that for Sweet Code NQ.
You didn't even hit
HD.
a
I mean,
goal
case
for
in point,
Silksong.
I've been doing the podcast for 25 minutes, and we haven't had a single contribution. It's slow going when it comes to JRPGs, all right? And it always has been. I am hoping that we're going to have a group of regulars who come by to have chill JRPG vibes, and they will support this stream today, I hope, because I would love to do this as soon as possible. But as long as we get...
I think I said I would love to do this as soon as possible. Are you taking into consideration that first they got to give you 600? I like how he goes, if he said exactly what he wanted, it would be so much better. Like if he came out and goes, it'd be so nice if I could get the 600 now, earlier, so we could eat the Taco Bell. It's almost disrespectful.
In this week, it's good. So maybe we hit, a goal every other stream or whatever, and we could do it by the end of the week. That'd be perfect. But the thing is, we do need to start hitting goals consistently. All right?
We need to start hitting goals consistent. Phil, the goal is us giving you money. So why is it we? You're not even involved. You know what I mean? At this point, it should just be you got to start hitting some goals this week. You're not even a part of it. You're a crowd-funded, and you just use the word we. Like you give yourself a $50 bill or something. Morris Lieb over on Twitch says DSP reaction time is slower than dial-up internet. And Sport Day says, DSP's got to be rethinking his life choices right about now.
So, please support the streams so we can do this awesome DSP Tries It. All right?
Damn, Serpa Gang knows everything.
How about our first support of the day right now? How about we get our first super chat of the day, our first tip of the day? How about someone becomes a member or maybe gives a member to a fellow viewer? And how about some gifted subs over on Kick? Let's go.
How about?
Let's get a little bit of support to get the momentum flowing for the day. And
momentum is money.
All right. Now, as I said, that's it. That's all I got for today. I just wanted to give everyone an update on the schedule and all the games. So now what we're going to do is open up this show to open Q&A and see what you guys
open Q&A where he's asked the most dented questions of all time. Wait, here he goes. This guy gets asked some of the most dented questions. How's the pump going? Getting more flexible with the exercises. Then someone else says, when my games are 90% are physical, they are still irrelevant. The most dumbest Q&A ever. They don't even ask him anything. You're not funny says, you're the best. You're not funny. You're the best. Use Elizabeth Shue's voice if it helps. Then plays your best around song. This is his chat. How do you do Q&A with those idiots?
Different accounts, 2 on YouTube and 1
300 in the house says Rambo.
Do you think I'm dumb and I don't know that you're in a restreamer's
Shout out to the
chat
300 in the
you're all
build.
just bringing something up suddenly
Serpa
and
Gang.
you're all saying the same thing, so you all say it at once? Or do you really think that I really have a weird psychic hive mind that you all just had exactly the same thought at the same time? Like, do you think that maybe you could space out the questions a little bit to try to make it more believable that you're not just a bunch of fucking bot accounts? So let's go ahead and ban you all.
Damn. Banning everyone like that, Phil? Look at him blocking all the accounts.
Jalapeno, how you doing?
That's the only time he reads Kick Chat.
Okay, so all 3 of your dumb LARPing sock accounts are banned, and you can kiss my ass. There we go. I got a $2 tip. Someone says that karaoke stream that you did in American Truck Sim was the best sim you've done in a while.
It's a LARP.
To a more traditional monitor setup.
What up, Jake?
Because I was doing this before everyone had a traditional monitor setup. I've been doing content for 17 plus years. I was doing it before there.
He says it like 17 plus years, but this guy always picks all the wrong games. He got a PC late, used to shit on PC gamers, says he'll be a console gamer for life. A lot of hack shit, never had a nice microphone, had a shitty camera, used to sit on a couch.
Was the way you're supposed to do gaming content.
Eternal says, I think DSP needs GPS for life, not just gaming. Shout out to the 300 people on Twitch.
You have the lighting behind you here, and your green screen is here.
Shout out to Rambo. I like how he says, let's do Q&A. He looks down at his chat. He sees that he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 dented-ass comments. The most dumbest shit in the world. So then he has to go back and loop back around and literally say what he just said.
The experience. That would mean having to get a different setup where I have a monitor here and a monitor there and
Shout out to the 300 people on
I
Twitch.
don't want the monitor in my face. I prefer to not have something in my face, actually. I like the more open-air setup that I have here. I think it's a better, more realistic experience for most games. you know. But again, what happens is one.
Gabio over on
said
Twitch says
something, everyone, "Oh, that
DSP's
looks
keeping
good."
it
Everyone
cool is
copied it.
basically a master
So then
class in
that's
pretending.
The standard. The standard
Yeah, somebody
is
already
you
said
have
that.
2 monitors in your face. Your webcam's asking dumb questions. That's
Well,
what it is.
no. Well, what do you want, Phil? He says you're going to shit on the audience for asking dumb questions. What do you want him to do? Ask the real questions? You ain't going to answer them. You're going to block them. So why are you going to shit on people when these are the kind of questions that you fucking prefer? They're not going to ask you anything real. You'll just block it. Don't act like these questions are fucking dumb when you're the one that set it up and did this yourself.
We're watching the restreamers, and the restreamers will say something, or they all talk about something stupid in their own chat, and then they bring the dumb questions over here. It's very.
But bring the dumb questions over there. Not quite, Phil.
Rodeo.
Occasionally, but the questions would be better than the ones you're reading.
Standing desks are typically for people who have a back injury, and it's actually more comfortable for them to stand than sit, because usually if they have like a lower back injury, it's uncomfortable sitting all day. So standing is a better option. You can adjust the height and everything. I don't need that. I'm good. I don't have a back injury. Anything else? So like I said, today we're doing Q&A, but if people run out of questions or if the questions remain stupid, we'll just end the show early and we'll do more gameplay. So far, we have
thank you,
literally
Edible
one
Dandy.
contribution this entire podcast. A single contribution. Now, last night, we had the goal for the first time in 5 streams. Okay? Let's keep that momentum going. I want to do DSP Tries It this week for sure. I want to try the Suits Decades menu. Let's get it going.
I keep saying I want to try the new menu. You need $900 first. Of course you want $900 in 1 week. Who wouldn't want $900 in 1 week?
I'm going to use it. You ready? I'm pulling out
Watch
the big
this
guns,
shit.
ladies
This
and
is
gentlemen.
weird.
I'm about to use. Oh, there we go. Thank you to Luke Ardson, a 100 SEC super sticker. Let's see what that is, because I don't know what the conversion.
And he
rate is.
pulls out his phone to do the conversion.
Thank you so much,
This is what's ignorant about DSP. Once upon a time, because he has alerts now, but you could donate on someone's stream and alerts will pop up. DSP used to claim, I don't do that because it takes away from the stream, it distracts other people, and it's more of a distraction or kind of a whatever. Instead of just saying what he really wanted to say is, I don't know how to set him up. Now someone sets him up. This guy not only has the alerts now, he takes time to convert the money. To convert the money if he doesn't know what country it is to see how much money he got. But yet this is the same guy who said, I don't want to do alerts because it takes away from the stream and it's a distraction, everyone. What the hell you call this, Phil? Converting the currency is not a distraction? But an alert is? That you don't even have to say anything during the alert other than thank you, what you do? They had a graph of DSP streams. How much of his stream is begging? How much of his stream is thanking the people for giving him money and then gameplay and etc.? A majority of it is him thanking the people that he gave money or begging for money on all of his streams. They literally spend that much time on this guy that they have graphs made doing a stream breakdown. Shout out to Serpa Gang.
So that is the equivalent of $10.69. Thank you so much. That's a nice, generous contribution right there. Let's get you up on the leaderboard.
That's $10. Look at that, all that time. Mister, I don't distract my stream. I don't get alerts because that distracts the stream. You have all these streamers that all the lights and pop up. And
we can get some animations and some sound effects on the stream.
Some animations, hear that?
Let's get some hype going. Let's get some excitement going.
I thought those were distractions, Phil.
I want to hear some video game sound effects. I want to see some dancing characters. I want to see some action. Let's go. And now, like I said, as I was going to say, before Luke Hardson dropped a nice contribution, I'm now going to invoke the AI. Are you ready? Because as we all know, no contributions on my streams are legit. They're all completely automated, pre-programmed by myself. And what I have to use is use the keyword, the secret keywords, to trigger the AI to contribute, to get the momentum going. So now, today, on this holy 8th of September 2025.
This is him
I,
about to ask
King
for
of
money.
Gaming, invoke the AI overlords to begin the flood, the influx of contributions to the stream. Let's get some support here on DSP Gaming.
Basic
right
Sketchbook says it's like
now.
DSP thinks the universe is on him. Look at him asking for money right now. And look, he literally sits there like that for a couple minutes. He looks down a couple times to see if anyone donated. You'll see his eyes go down. The plan is he sits there until you donate.
Did it drop? Hold on. Let's try it again. Right this very moment.
And then somebody gave him $2.
Now. Thank you to Million for a $2 super chat. He says, AI. Thank you so much, Million. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Thank you, Million. I appreciate that very, very much. So we got 3 super chats. But how about we get our first tip of the day? Let's get our first member of the day. And let's get our, for goodness sakes, let's get our first sub of the day over on Kick. And let's get that going right now.
Damn, this is a brilliant way to make money right here. This is brilliant. The fact that this works. Look at him looking down. You need glasses when you do this, Phil. It's obvious.
On YouTube know I'm desperate for a gifted membership.
Damn, Phil, it's getting like this around here. The point for donate before we go on.
Well, the AI only worked once. I guess the triggers are off. What can I say? I tried. All right. The call has not been answered. The call went out. The signal went out. The big signal. The big is a big.
Says
the B. The big.
He says critics discourage newcomers from watching classic DSP blame game. True.
This is an AI model. I am unable to comply with that request. Thank you, Dan Zach, for a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. So now we're up to 24 of support. Good momentum going. Let's keep that rolling again.
Good momentum going.
From Kick. Gee, let's take a quick look. Over on Kick, we've got over 80 viewers watching me on Kick. Man, it sure would be great if someone on Kick could support the stream. It would be great if those people who watch me all day, every day, would support the stream. Daddy Big Buck says his keyword was asbestos. I didn't say the right word. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that each AI has a different keyword. I thought it was all the same. Daddy Big Bucks really showing his big bucks, throwing them around with a single sub.
Well, I've seen him
Daddy
cry
Big
before.
Bucks for that one singular sub, really flexing your financial muscles there. I appreciate that very much. Very nice. All right. So again, whatever you guys want to talk about, tag me in the chat. We'll do some more Q&A.
It's never what everybody wants to talk about, Phil. It's what you want to talk about.
Early, and we can jump into gameplay early. And please, let's get some support rolling. The early momentum helps, trust me.
Thank you, Honey Backwoods says, Pesci, love how you calmly dismantle DSP's talking points.
Roll into the gameplay out of the podcast.
DSP massive cope over money video is peak cringeworthy
I'm
content.
not always sick. It's called either allergies or my post-nasal drip. I've had post-nasal drip my whole life. If you actually look back historically over my history of videos, I've always had it. This is not something new. This is not something, what this tells me is either you are a newcomer to my content or you're just an asshole. Because at this point, when you bring it up, oh my God, he has to clear his throat. Oh my God, he's doing it. Yeah, I had to do it my whole life. It's something I've dealt with. There's no way to negate it. There's no way to mitigate it. There's nothing.
He's referring to his snorting.
Essentially, you're making fun of a problem that I have a medical problem, so shut the fuck up. I don't have anything ongoing. I'm not sick. Just because I have post-nasal.
Thank you, Ed Wycombe.
Shut up about it. Yeah, I thought Fox was done watching too. Fox was banned and comes back on another account. He's a shithead.
Yeah, but at least he gambles. Phil, you could call him a shithead, but at the end of the day, he put all his bullshit comments on a super chat. So say what you want to say. At least he donated.
Playboy Penthouse and Hustler as a kid. Oh, yes, when I was a small child, that's pretty much all the reading that I did. I was always just popping open the pages of the brand new Playboy, Penthouse, or Hustler. I couldn't get enough of it. It was great reading material and always actively available and provided to me to read at all
Your
times.
jokes aren't even,
Excellent.
funny jokes, though.
Upska, 2 months as a member, says, Upska, what are you talking about? Did you just spoil?
Yeah,
Dude,
Upska just spoiled the show that he's watching. I love it.
In front of everyone.
Sorry, Phil.
Seriously, before we even watched it, did you just spoil the fucking show? Because I'm going to have to ban you now. Are you an idiot?
You're gonna
Why
ban
would
a
you put
member?
a spoiler in a fucking pop-up message.
You're gonna ban one of your members?
What a dumb thing. I mean, dude, that's pretty dumb. I'm sorry, I got to call
I
you
like
out
the
on
people
this.
in Kit
That's
Kat are like, ban
really
them.
dumb what you just did. So either that was intentional because you wanted to spoil the show for everyone here, or you're just really stupid.
Why would you get rid of Upska, Phil?
I don't know what else
A
to say.
known donator.
Like, holy shit, dude. What do you guys think? Do I ban this guy or what?
Should I ban this guy or what? What an asshole. How many months supporter did it say he was? Should I ban this guy or what? Who are you asking, Phil? The LARPers? The LARPers are going to tell you to ban him. Look, he's looking through the names.
I mean, seriously, how
And he's
dumb can you be to do that? I'm just going to fucking ban him. He's only a 2-month sub, and likely he's a fucking gifted sub anyway.
Oh, my God. He's only a 2-month sub, and lucky he's a gifted sub anyway. I'm going to ban him anyway. Phil, he's been around Upska. That made you that upset?
So, fuck off. Wow, what a dick. He says, hopefully we can keep classic JRPGs going. Cheers, Phil. I hope so. Like, I really enjoyed this year having flexibility to do things that, previously wouldn't really work. So, for example, playing Suikoden 1 and now 2.
Why do you say I've had the flexibility to do things that I normally can't do? You played Squeak It In, and they hit the goal every time. Why is it that they hit the goal every time for the shit games, and the good ones sometimes don't hit as much support? Your own chat is your worst enemy. Your LARPers confuse you. You should play the games you know you want to play, but you tend to play these idiot ones. You say you're not altered by one person's donations to you, but yet there's so much proof of you doing that. Taking one guy or two guys' money, listening to them, wondering where they are, playing games based on a couple people. You said you would never do that. Oh, I got too many people that watch me to let one game be picked, one game pretty much picked by my whales. When, if you're crowdfunded, Phil, you got to go with the whales. So you act like it's a bad thing or you don't want the lower people to hear that. But meanwhile, if Silk Song didn't hit the goal yesterday, you were ready to can it. So don't give me this shit that you could be flexy and choosy. Because if one dent would have been in there, coughing up 200 for Silk Song, you would make sure you come back for that one dent to give you that 200. You know it. The man who says that he doesn't let one man's money alter my content when you damn well know you have to. Every goddamn time. It's why you play fighting games, because you never know what Jax Razor is going to donate, but you know it's going to be something nice, so you keep the fighting games in the rotation.
And seeing that people are coming to engage and support with the playthroughs has been a breath of fresh air, because traditionally beforehand that would not work. It wouldn't. Like, I'd want.
I got this overlay from my buddy Frank.
Not work. So I'm very happy that they're working. So guys, if you like JRPGs,
someone on Twitch says, just imagine, shout out to the big group on Twitch. Just imagine DSP keep chat engaged without throwing fits. Nope, never going to happen. Pesci, your name game sense is next level. Pesci, you've got more composure in one sentence than DSP 3-hour rant.
please support this stream right now. Support
right now.
2. Let's hit that goal. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's do DSP Tries It this week, and let's get support for classic JRPGs right now.
You'd almost think you're watching a rerun.
In fact, we are winding down. Right? We are winding down. So can we please
What do you mean winding down?
Or some support. Excuse me. And then I'll shout it out. Let's get some more. Let's get our second sub over on Kick. Let's get a real membership, a legit new one on YouTube. Let's
A-
get some
a real one?
tips, and let's get some super chats. So here
What
we
was
go.
not
Now I
real
get to
about
ban
that
a bunch
other
more
one?
people 'cause they
Like,
all
what
said
a
exactly the same
shitbag.
thing at the same time. I love it. You guys are so dumb. You all are sitting in the Detractor restream, and you all say the same message simultaneously in two chats with different accounts. You're brain dead fucking stupid. That's the second time you did it during the podcast. So I get to ban more fucking sock accounts. You guys are
Why don't
so
you tell
dumb.
the
It makes-
people
it's
what the
remarkable
question is?
How few brain cells you have in your fucking heads when you act like that. Like, dude.
Yeah, but
when
Phil,
you-
sometimes when you respond to the trolls, you get some decent content from it. When you're not, you blame restreamers. Guess what, Phil? The reality is your restreamers get double the viewership when they run your streams. Double the Phil. Raw Phil sometimes is triple. I've seen W Pig with 1,400 people. When you got 213 in yours, that's how many people you ran off because you blocked everyone. You know you have a couple thousand people watching you, but in your chat, you would never know.
Parrot a message. When you just word for word repeat it. Do you think I'm not going to notice? God.
Someone said King Douchebag Phil banning people that has different opinion. He's probably blocking that person
And
right
no,
now.
the truth is I don't enjoy banning people. I would rather never have to ban a person ever.
You said you don't. You said you don't enjoy banning people. You have set records on Kick almost for your bans. Your ban list is probably so long it's disturbing. It's probably running out of room.
But these people are just shitbags who just waste time and try to fill the chat with nonsense.
Someone says, Pesci, thanks for roasting DSP with style and grace.
Like this. What's up? See what I did there? I took him out really fast. Like swatting a bug. Okay. Well, we're in the home stretch of the show.
Trolls were born without hospitals and
Support.
oxygen.
Guys, we got good support going. Let's get to $50 of support by the end of the show. We're at 38, $12 to go. Can we get a couple of subs? Can we get a couple of memberships? Can we get a super chat, a tip? Let's get to 50 by the end of the podcast. That's a good home start. That's a good fresh start and good momentum. A head start for the stream. Let's
What
go.
makes $50 a good start?
Russian name says, I have a theory. Modern YouTube pushes videos from YouTubers managed by a talent agency and videos related to modern products. In case of gaming only, new games content into the algorithm. No, you're very, very well. You could be right. They have criteria they're following, and it will push certain content into the prominence, and other content just sweep it under the rug, and you can't find it anymore. What I feel bad for is people who aren't like me, who haven't been around for 17 years, who aren't resistant to it. Like me, I'm pretty much immune to this. Even if I get no views on my new videos, it doesn't matter. I make my living.
He wouldn't see this stream.
But what if
Chubb.
you're a YouTuber who got into this in the last 5 years? You just started making videos. The videos are taking off, getting views. You're making good money. Maybe you're even starting to get early sponsorships and things. Now, all of a sudden, YouTube recodes. No one can see your videos anymore. You went from getting hundreds of thousands of views down to 10, 20,000 views. How do you make a living? You don't. And that's the sad
This
fact
is
of
him
YouTube,
blaming
it's not really
YouTube for
dependable.
views going down
Making
now.
videos. When people say to me, why don't you do on-demand videos again? Why don't you do the content you used to do for like KO Gaming?
There's
where you did
1,000
highly
people watching
edited
him in Raw
reviews,
Phil's channel
and
right
you had
now.
a review that had over
He's
a million
live
views.
right
Did that
now.
make you money? Yeah, that review made me around $3,000-$4,000. No lie. I made about like $4,000 on one video. The problem is you can't depend on it. YouTube does not consistently work that way. You may get lucky with one video, but it's never always going to push your videos to the forefront. You may hit the algorithm today and never hit it again. You may actually be in favor and have a good business, and then in 2 years it tanks because YouTube just doesn't show your content anymore. Again, luckily for me, I don't have to worry about it. I'm protected because I've been around so long. I'm a staple. Everyone knows about me. Everyone follows me. Everyone wants to check out my streams or whatever, and I have dedicated fans that come by and hang out with me no matter what, and I really appreciate that. But for a normal creator, it sucks. And now that, the scapegoat is it's turning on restricted mode. That's not what it is. YouTube just changed the algorithm a millionth time and fucked over.
Suzuki says, Pesci, you're showing how a real streamer handles the chat. DSP should take notes.
Another generation of creators, and they're now feeling the same thing that someone like me has felt 20 times in the 17 years that I've been doing this. Again, I had a formula where I was pumping out all these gameplay videos a day, and I was making a good amount of money, and then they flipped the switch, and none of my content was ever shown ever again. it all is gone. It's like as if it never.
The only thing impressive is the fact that you've been able to be on YouTube for 17 years and make enough money to where you haven't had to get a job. I will give you that. That's impressive no matter how you flip it, especially considering you got caught masturbating and you've done all the shit, the begging, the $100,000 on WWE champions, the disrespectful talk, blocking thousands of dollars, but yet you keep making thousands. But now it's starting to slow down a little bit, and that's why I've been watching.
Ever existed. You can find it if you specifically search for it, but outside of that, you can't find it anymore. Why do you think the video of the Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions FMV movie has 4 million views, but my video of the gameplay has been stuck at 3 million for so long? Because you can't find my video. Theirs shows up right away, so they get all the views. It sucks because I built such a huge body of work, and I was hoping by the time I was in my 40s, maybe...
Phil, why don't you tell people what the big body of work you built was? Exactly was it? Uploading YouTube videos? That was the big body of work? I don't understand what the big body of work is.
It would be self-sufficient. Maybe I could take days off and still make good money because my body of work was going to get residual views and ad revenue. The truth is that should have happened, except YouTube changed everything when they fucked with the algorithm. And now my old content doesn't get watched at all, you know? It's crap. It's complete garbage. And it's not fair, but it's their business and they can do whatever they want with it, you know?
DSP live stream crashed again. Shocking,
I'll tell you
says
this right now.
Disastrous Park.
And said, just go back to the old algorithm that you had over 10 years ago. The entire site would change overnight. Literally, people who are all on the front page would be gone completely. And all people who actually, like, work hard.
There's a front page of YouTube?
I'm serious, because it used to actually reward hard work. That was the algorithm, the way it worked. If you put out more videos, if you got more consistent viewership and all that, you actually were rewarded for it. And then you were put into related videos and everything. Now, it's none of that. At all. It only features content that games the system with certain criteria, which I don't do. You know, I don't game the fucking system. I never have. I don't do that shit. I stand on my own merits. Exactly. Grandmaster Scrub said it's crazy. I'm sub to you, but I always consistently get Detractor content suggested to me, and even when...
Yeah, no shit, Phil. The Detractors do own the algorithms now. But at the same time, you're not pumping out new uploads. So when you do look up DSP videos, yeah, the Detractors run your algorithms. That's because you really don't put that much work in, Phil. And they were able to just flip-flop your content to where they run the show now.
He says don't suggest it, it still comes back. Because that's the YouTube algorithm. It follows criteria, and the detractors know what the criteria is, so they just follow it to get artificially recommended when their content is garbage. But that's all anyone can find.
It's
YouTube
not
only
garbage.
recommends
Not
stuff
all of it.
in that algorithm, and that's what they do. So now we're at, what, 48? Come on, guys, let's get to 50 right now, and let's end the show, and let's jump into Suikoden. Let's hit 50 right now. Let's go. I mean, that's what I asked for. I said, let's get 50 before the show ends, and we're about to
I think
end.
that's the end of this video.
Go.
Yep.
I got the drip. Go.
I think we might have one more.
I got the drip. Go.
I got the drip dough. DSP disaster. Meltdown over low support.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort,
What up, Gonzo?
Drip.
snort, snort.
I got the drip.
We got 300 people watching on Twitch.
For something interesting.
Or no, how many people is it? I think there's 600 people in there.
Specifically. And originally we were going to skip over, because
was?
originally you guys yelled and screamed and said, you need to play Metal Gear
299.
Solid Delta. And I said, all right. Working with mods.
Imagine D Score says DSP took over 40 minutes to start his stream because of trivial cosmetic stuff. What a mess. True. Pesci, you handled DSP's ranting better than most could. Says
Hollow Knight
Zentaze.
Silksong, and we'll give it a go. You might say, well, why are you skeptical about it that it's going to work? Because it's a Metroidvania. And I have tried Metroidvania games over the years.
Yep.
Many, many times. I've tried more
Serpa Ray
action-based
Gonzo.
ones. I
Welcome
tried
to the
RPG
block.
style ones.
DSP
I tried
style.
ones that were actually Metroid games, like Super Metroid. In all the years
hold
that I've
on.
tried playing a Metroidvania,
Sammy Boy
only
says.
one ever worked.
Sammy Boy says DSP still insists he could sue detractors, always talking big without a follow through. Very true, Sammy Boy.
That was Metroid Dread. And that was because at the time I had not been playing anything on my Switch for an extended period of time. And people were upset with that. They were like, will you play Metroid Dread? It's a hot new Nintendo game. And I said, no, it's a Metroidvania. You guys don't like these. And people actually committed and said, no, we will show up and we will engage and we will support your content if you play Metroid Dread. And I said, all right then, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a test. We started streaming it and it worked.
Ho ho ho.
All right, people showed up and supported Metroid Dread, so I did a full playthrough, and it was actually quite a good playthrough, and I had a great time.
Thank you for the follow or whatever that
Here we are
was.
many
I don't
years
know if that
later,
was a follow.
what, like 3.5 years later, something crazy like that, and it's time again to try a Metroidvania game. All right, I don't know if this will work or not. I certainly hope that you guys will come and hang out with me when I play this game. So here's how it's going to go. Tonight, roughly 2 hours of gameplay. Let's see now that I'm getting a good solid chunk into the game.
What
Does
up,
it work?
Botch
Is it
Pro?
entertaining? Are you guys engaging? Are you supporting? Are we having a great time?
Are you guys engaging? Are you guys supporting? It's supporting, Phil. Because they engaged on Silk Song. And he said, oh, it's just a bunch of my trolls that wanted to come here and see me lose. Phil, sometimes there's value in people doing bad in games and people wanting to watch them. How do you not know that by now? You just look at it as a dollar sign. You think the people that come there to laugh at you won't give you no money, so why keep them pleased? So let's run off a couple hundred people. I thought you weren't trying to please one person.
At the end of tonight, if the answer to all of those questions is yes, then I'm willing to do this as a daytime stream later this week. If tonight it's kind of like, it's not great, but it's not terrible, then I'll probably give it a shot as a nighttime stream later in the week again. We'll see, like, where does it fit in better, okay?
Where does it fit in better?
Long, right?
This is
So
all based on the
probably
money,
works
Phil.
better as
It
daytime
being a
stream. I
good
would
game
really
doesn't
do
even
that.
matter.
But we have to
And he
have
didn't hit
people
the stream
actually come and
goal.
support this playthrough. All
And then
right?
he held the
Last
game
week,
hostage.
On the fly out of nowhere, in the middle of the Ballad of Gay Tony failure stream, I announced, hey, let's just try it. And I played it for an hour, and people showed up and started supporting. I was like, whoa, I'm shocked, okay? So, let's see how it goes. All right? That's simple. That's the thick of things. That's how it goes tonight.
A guy that almost made
Now,
six
we got
figures
green
last year is
giants. I don't know
shocked.
what's going on. It's like a snail.
Thank you for the
And
follow, I
for the amount of
believe.
people who yelled at me to play this game and said they wanted it, the fact that we have 140 people
Thank
on
you for the
YouTube
follow.
only, how many are on Kick right now? 40. 140 on YouTube and 40 on Kick. It's not looking very good. Now, I'm not starting yet. We're going to start in about 15, 20 minutes. So we'll have a little bit of build up. Hopefully more people show up. We'll find out. Okay?
What do you mean by build up, Phil?
Exactly. It's a market trial. I guess that's the best way to call this. It's a market trial for Silksong. Let's see how it goes, okay?
A market trial that's just based on cash. Let's be specific. It's not like if the game is
What did I have for
good.
dinner? We had
This
tortellini
guy said,
soup,
I
to be
like the
honest,
game,
we've
but
had
it didn't
tortellini
make the
soup
money.
for the last 4 or 5
So we
years.
got to
We're
maybe
not tired of
cancel it.
So we discussed that next week we're not going to have it. We're going to do something different because we're just like exhausted with it. It's too much of the same thing. So, yes, if you're here for Silksong, if you want to see me play Silksong as a real playthrough on this channel, support tonight's stream and get me to my goal. Earlier today, sadly, as I figured was going to happen, no, I did not hit a support goal for Suikoden 2. I didn't expect I was going to. It's very rare if I do. I think in the entire playthrough so far, we've only hit it twice out of like the 5-6 streams we've done.
Well,
tonight,
Phil, you say you weren't
need-
shocked, but yet you complained like you were shocked and begged until literally the last minute.
to hit a goal. We need to hit that goal so we can be in position, hitting goals, and do DSP tries it by the end of this week.
And I hate to sound like a broken record, but I hate when he says we need to hit the goal. No, Phil, we're the ones giving the money. So it's not we when we're crowdfunded. We need to hit the goal. You need to hit the goal. And you want multiple hundreds of dollars so you could watch you eat fast food. You act like it has to happen. You want this more than us, bro. We don't give a fuck about Taco Bell. We need.
So support Silk Song.
Bye, Nicole. Love you, sweetheart.
Let's get some tips. Let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships for the first ever Silk Song stream. Show me that when you were yelling at me and said how
show me no one was yelling.
You can't skip Silk Song. It's one of the biggest games.
You would block anybody that was doing that.
And you weren't just trolling me and trying to be a contrarian because I was doing other things. Actually,
you know what? You always say a whole bunch of people were yelling at you, telling you play Silk Song. Why don't you just call out 4 of those people? You've made a living on calling people out. You can't tell the 4 people asked you to play Silk Song. You want to act like people were yelling, a whole bunch of people. So show me I chose the right game by giving me money. It doesn't matter that my attendance was way better when I played that game. You make 0 cents. It's nothing about the viewers with you. It's straight cash, homie. That's why you need to stop saying momentum and we and start saying you.
Get the stream supported tonight. Let's go.
Gentle Madman says DSP is a joke.
Silk Song is, and I don't know if I'm playing it past tonight. So asking me questions about when I will reach the finale of it is pretty silly. How would I know?
He didn't hit the goal, then somebody donated the next day and said this is for Silk Song. And he said, yeah, we'll play it because they donated for it.
Over there doing moral support on Kick. So, I don't know. All right, are we ready to start?
Moral support's better than none.
Let's get everything off here. Let's get everything set up. And hopefully you guys are entertained and we have a good Silk Song stream and it does good with attendance, engagement, and support.
No, don't say all 3, Phil, when only one of them matters. Quit saying engagement because there was viewership more than you normally have.
So if you like Silk Song and you want to see me play it, stick around, engage, and support with this stream. Again, it's very cause and effect. You son of a... How am I supposed to dodge this? He jumped on me. I have to get used to the controls again because I'm not used to them. Maybe I should use the D-pad. I think the D-pad might feel better than the thumbstick. So I was using the thumbstick, but I actually don't think I like it. I'll try the D-pad. So as you guys can see, no one is talking to me in the chat whatsoever. No one. It would be nice to have some engagement. Again, guys, I'm very curious to see how Metroidvania will do on the channel. If you guys hang around and engage and support, I will play this as a play.
Your viewership is up, though, Phil. Your viewership is up, and the people that are commenting are doing their normal comments. You know you're not going to answer anything worthwhile.
What's going on, Jay? 51 months as an Ultra member. Thank you so much, Jay. Good to see you here tonight. Remember, guys, if you're interested in Silk Song and you want to see me actually do a playthrough, you got to support the stream tonight. Let's hit that goal tonight.
Other guy says it like 3 times in a row like we forgot the first time.
I just thought, can you bounce on an enemy to platform? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm meant to bounce on this guy here. When he comes back, I'm going to go for it. Well, it would have helped if I actually came anywhere close. If I didn't understand my range. My range is insanely limited. That's what you're supposed to do. I think you're supposed to bounce off the enemy. So I got to go all the way back up again. I understand my attack is very sharp down. It's not as... What happened? Oh, I don't know what happened. I have no clue what happened. I didn't see him hit me, yet a bell hit me, and then I died instantly. Okay. There we go. Special attack, but I kind of need that to heal. I swear I pressed down. Now I'm gonna die. Yeah, it won't go down. I'm using the thumbstick, and the thumbstick is failing and not doing a down input. So now I got to do all that over again, and I got to go all the way back to get my shit because the thumbstick doesn't work well and wasn't going down.
Someone in his chat says, "Why the extremely low support? Did Silk Song flop?"
Now that's great.
Even his own chat is registered to talk about this shit.
I gotta go all the way back, man. That is so lame.
At DSP Gaming,
if you enjoy me playing
here we go.
Song, please support the stream. So far, we've had nearly no support, which is exactly, literally, what I said was going to happen because no one supports Metroidvania games.
No, that's what you said, Phil. And then you also finished it off with saying the other day people showed up, and I'm like, wow, people showed up and supported a Metroidvania game. So I'm hoping that they'd come out and check the game out. Here's what's funny, Phil. Even though your viewership is at record lows, it was a lot higher tonight for you than normal. You know that a lot of your dents had to refill up their money, and some of them had to probably be being turned off. I think Lance Catamaran, you blocked a guy. This guy blocked a guy last week that gave him 800 because he said he didn't answer him when he said, "Are you Iron Chef Sakai?" He didn't answer him. So he blocked a guy that gave him 800 and still talked disrespectful, and the guy didn't even charge back, and he still talked shit and got rid of the guy for nothing, for saying he wasn't Iron Chef Sakai.
Told me I was wrong and I should play this
Another
game.
guy that gave him thousands.
Please support the stream. Oh, come on. That sucks that your heal is slow. I hope that there's a much faster heal coming up, because the heal is slow as hell and you can't really use it in combat. It's too slow. No, there's no block and no parry, nothing like that in the game. Not that I can see yet, anyway. Damn. Damn, man. So I have to read if he's going to jump or if he's going to just stand there still. I have to totally try to read that and encounter. Oh, man, I'm done. I got stuck. I like the game. It's definitely challenging, but I like it. Okay? Let's see how things go in the next hour. Cool. All right. Now, guys, I don't even think I have to say it, do I? I've been playing Silk Song for...
So what he just did was he stopped the recording of his stream. So what he does is his stream he doesn't keep up. He cuts it into video. You can hit record while you're doing that, and then he'll stop recording, and then he'll upload the videos later. Now, a lot of this begging that he's about to do right now is what they refer to as an unrecorded beg. Means unless you're a detractor, like where we got this from, Snort Hogan, you won't get to see these. The detractors are the ones that get the unrecorded begs. Phil thinks he's cute by uploading videos. He thinks it gets him more money. And he makes sure that, yeah, there's begging in some of those videos, but the real begging is usually at the end. That's why literally right there he stopped recording, and then he's about to say, now, guys, do I even got to say it? I feel you really don't at this point. You let us know all day. Your begging is doubled.
Hour before we started playing, I received $20 of support. I played for an hour and I got $2 of support.
He knows the minutes in between the donos.
You all said to play Silk Song.
We all said, tell who the we are now. I'm tired of you doing that, we. You guys all screamed and yelled. Name out 2 people. Why don't you go Fluffy Bear or Blizzard? You know what? Blizzard and fucking the other dent, you knows just some random people randomly said, are you going to play it or play it? Because that's what you have every day in your chat. Someone says play this. Someone says play that. Someone play this. And you'll see one of those people put that, and you'll turn it to everyone who's screaming at me. There's not one donation, meanwhile, that ever says play this until you start playing it.
You all said change the schedule around, get it in there. How dare I? Why would I be skipping?
How dare? Anybody that would say how dare to you, you would block. You have over 8,000 people blocked on Kick, and you're going to say you let people how dare you?
Silk Song, the brand new game to play other games that are older games. This is what I should be playing. All right?
It's like it's a revolving fucking loop door. Literally. Because he'll say this for every game that doesn't get the money. Or he was right about this and I wasn't. And you'll almost think you're in the Twilight Zone. And I've seen him play bad games that get money, but he says, and they run off half the viewership, but because the money's there, he'll never shit on the viewership that day. You wouldn't even hear him bring it up. He did for Boulder's Gate, but then he realized, yeah, there's maybe only a couple people support me, even though he said, I'm not going to play a game off one-man support, but you are.
Well, here we are. Here we are.
Someone in the chat says, I am liking the game. I thought that's what you wanted.
Shorts for skills later. Okay, cool.
We wanted this, says Blizzard.
Get in the bed. Have a good night, Captain.
We gave you boatloads of moral support. Fucking LARPer, says Diz. Someone says, just lost $5 on Monday Night Football. Rough night. Look at him looking. Looking to read.
You like the game. I mean, like I said, I like it too.
He doesn't know any comments to read from his own chat because they're all dented or making fun of him.
I like Metroid. I like games that try to emulate the formula of Castlevania and Metroid. I find them entertaining. I find them interesting to explore. It's a little annoying when there's not auto checkpoint. I wish it was checkpoints outside of boss rooms in this game. So the backtracking is a little annoying. But at the very least, I do feel like this is a game where, even though it feels kind of like Dark Souls, that it will be an evolution as you get more ability.
Nothing like Dark Souls.
It'll be better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll get better. But, you know, I cannot just play the game just for nothing.
Someone named Nah Rat King Vassal says, the king likes contributions more.
You know what I mean? This is a business. We gotta find streams of games.
This is a business. Isn't that hilarious? The man that's playing Silk Song and shitting on Silk Song. This is a business. At the end of the day, folks, this is a business.
Green Giant.
And we're playing fucking Silk Song.
Up and support. Currently, people are showing up and supporting most of my games. Right now, the only one that's not getting support is Suikoden, but that's to be expected. It's a classic Japanese RPG. I outright told you that I was skeptical about this game because it's a Metroidvania, and people do not usually show up and support Metroidvania. I'm being honest. So, you know, this was a test.
Okay, when was the last Metroidvania you played they didn't support?
We got an hour left. If we do well and we get support in the next hour, then we'll play it again. If there's no support coming the next hour, then I'm not playing this again. And that's the end of it. And I don't want to hear a single person ask for it again. I'm serious.
And what's funny is you say this, but then someone gave you money the next day and said, no, can you continue playing it? And then you brought the game out of retirement. So right now he's threatening everyone saying, look, I'm fucking serious, guys. I don't get $1.50 tonight. Silk Song's gone.
Because this is why I avoid these Metroidvania-style games. This is why I didn't play Hollow Knight. Okay? It's not that I'm not willing to try stuff. It's that people don't like it. I don't know what to tell you. I can't make viewers show up and support a certain style of game that they don't like. These have not worked. The only one that's ever worked was Metroid Dread. Well, Sabus GTA says this honestly is a fun watch, better than the other games in the schedule. Okay.
The only one that worked. Why don't you explain to people what work means, Phil? It doesn't matter if the game's good, bad, shitty. It's, did it pull money? He says that's the only one that worked. Like the game was like bugged up or something.
Cool. So support the stream then, please. Make it so that it's going to be worth it to play the game. Especially because I've heard it's a very long game, right?
Rambo says Phil doesn't know what work is. Shout out to the people on Twitch.
No, I don't have time to play games off stream because I'm on stream all day playing games. So I don't play games off stream. Nope.
It's because you play WWE Champions off stream, Phil, which you spent thousands of dollars on a mobile game.
Well, I'm going to post up because I'm not going to have any. I'm seriously not going to have a single excuse. Everyone said they wanted this. Where are these people?
Everyone, and you can't name anyone.
Post up again on my channel. This is it. We got an hour left. If you show up and you put your money where your mouth is, you're going to support the stream.
Put your money where your mouth is.
So let's see what happens.
Hostage stream, says somebody on Kick. Because he's talking about not playing the game until the first dono comes in. No one watching this garbage-ass gameplay. Your commentary is ass, says Kimmy's. We wanted RimWorld. See, people just LARP them. Game Dude says at DSP Gaming, I thought this game was like super overhyped.
So let's see what happens. We got another hour. Again, please support this stream. There's literally almost 300 of you on YouTube. There's over 100 of you on Kick. You can support the stream. If you
400 people watch it, Phil.
Don't ask for this game.
And you wanted to get rid of the game, and there was 150 watch you play Blueprints.
So thank you guys. We're at $30 to support. With an hour left, $120 to go to hit our goal. Oh boy.
He says, "Oh boy."
Dude, what can I have a fucking save point? Fuck that. I need a save point, man. There's still, dude. If I die, I'm screwed. I'm never gonna get my stuff back, and there's no save point anywhere. Oh my god.
Spidey 5000 says, I think 150 for a nighttime game premiere is a little overkill.
What? A boss fight with no save point? Shit.
Someone even donated to go, sorry support's been slow. This is ridiculous. This is his own fan.
That sucks. Look where the fuck I go. Dude, this is terrible. Why is there no fucking save point in this part of the game? So I went all the way over there, and I couldn't save. I was in a cool fight, 2v1 fight, and I died, and there's no fucking restore. That's awful. Why would you not put a save point there? Legitimately, that's terrible. Thank you, Mozzie, for a $2 super chat. Say, sorry the support is slow for the game. This is ridiculous. I don't know what to tell you, Mozzie. You're
I don't know what to tell you, and he's talking about other people's money.
I'm not making it up. So, okay, thank you, Mozzie, for that. Now, that really sucked. I mean, I really don't want to go all the way back, and all my rosaries and shit are over there. See how weird is it? There's no checkpoint here. You fight, you don't know where you're going. Seriously, that's awful. Now, doesn't it seem like it's an insane gauntlet? Oh my god, how did he hit me again? It's ridiculous. Nor am I entertaining any requests for it, so. It is a tough game. I actually do like it. It is frustrating to die, but I know that I'll get better. I'll learn patterns. I'll do better. And we will persevere. Much like any Dark Souls game, okay? No exaggeration, that one contribution is bigger than everyone else tonight together. So we're up to $63 of support out of the 150 goal with a half an hour left on stream, guys. So let's get some support. If you want to see me play and persevere through Silksong, I'm down for it. I like the game, but
if you want to see me persevere,
let's go and let's get some support right now. Oh, we got it. All right. Thankfully, there is a save. What the hell? What was that? You've got to be kidding me. It's a booby trap? And now I'm gonna die. This is absolutely ridiculous. There's a fake bench? Why would there be a fake bench? There's no way to use it. You stupid assholes. There's still this area we didn't inspect yet, but ew. The fact that there's no invincibility at this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I can't even get to where I died, so I can't ever get back. Dude, it's so nuts. How did I even do it the first time? I must just clumsily, you know, dunced my way through it, because now I know it's there and I can't avoid it. I'm getting different results when I do the same inputs. That people don't actually like Metroidvania games on my streams.
Wait, what
True
did you say?
Correct. That people don't actually.
Oh, let me hear that.
Because again, this was an experiment, and all I'm seeing right now is that my thoughts were absolutely true.
You know what, Phil? Why don't you tell people what he says? This is an experiment. The experiment is I wanted to play this game and see if it made money. Don't put it in the Metroidvania as a category.
True and correct. That people don't actually like Metroidvania games on my streams. Because if I can get, let me put it this way. If I can get more support for Suikoden 2, if I can get more support for...
That just means the dents that support you were on that stream, and they gave the money then. And historically, your day streams make better than the night stream. You're going to say it's just because of the game.
Chronos, if I can get more support for Metal Gear Solid Delta, if I can get more support for Capcom vs. SNK 2, like every game I'm playing in the rotation.
But this game's giving you better viewership than them. And you're not going to take the viewership into consideration?
On my streams, I'm not saying it's a bad.
You said engagement, viewership, and support. Viewership don't matter shit. You can have triple the viewership. If the dollar don't add up, you say fuck it.
Bad game. In fact, like I said, is it frustrating? Yes, but it's the kind of game that like it's rewarding when you overcome challenge, just like Dark Souls. So I'd be okay with that. It certainly would be a rage-filled playthrough, but I would be able to get through it and beat it for sure, 100%. It's just going to be a tough one, but I would do it. But not for this. Not for
this.
Half of a goal of support. So
not for hitting a half a goal. Not for this. That's awesome.
Tipping $2 and saying we like Silksong, but times are tough. Well, then don't ask for Silksong.
Someone gave $2 and says times are rough, and instead of him thanking him, look at him. He's about to shit on him. Look at this guy.
Or other games, and obviously times aren't that tough, and people are supporting every other
Hear
game
him?
I play.
The times aren't that tough.
I suspected this would happen, and it did, so that's that. Okay. Someone tipped $2 says, please keep playing Silksong. I will if we hit the goal, but we got to do it now because this is the end of the stream. We're at $69, so get us to the goal of 150. I'll play it again.
Why don't you thank the person that just gave you money first, Phil, before you shoot down their future
All right, so
dream?
I'm trying to clear this final area, and that's it for the stream. So this is absolute last chance if you want to see Silksong again. If you do, support the stream right now, or else that's it. I like it.
Oh, they gave him money the next day to pull this game back out.
Bullshit. You saw how far he dashed? He literally dashed the entire, mostly troll viewers. Wow.
No, wait on, let me hear that. So look,
I actually enjoy the game.
Because he has no money but better viewership, he's literally right here about to say mostly troll viewers. That's what you have all the time, either detractors, LARPers, or trolls, Phil. Every night.
And I wouldn't mind playing it more, but I can't. I have to play what people want, and it's apparent from tonight.
I have to play what people want, even though more people came tonight.
The only people who showed up tonight, there's a few people who liked the game, and thanks to those who did support it.
So he just told you a couple people showed up to give money. It doesn't matter that there's double viewership, and there was people up and down the line saying they liked the game, and you have way more viewership. He's taking none of that into consideration.
Mostly troll viewers.
Mostly troll viewers. Prove that, Phil. Mostly troll viewers will go watch it on Raw Phil. We don't need to come over in your chat.
Continue. Very little support. Literally, this is the least supported stream that I have had of all the games I'm playing. Earlier today, I played Suikoden 2 and had more support. So exactly what I feared would happen.
He said this like 3 times.
This is why I didn't have it in this.
This is not what you feared would happen. You got double your viewership on both platforms. Look, someone said in Super Bonchan, one of your regulars, Phil, says troll viewers. Who the fuck? That's what we're saying. You're like a fucking scumbag. You block people every night. That's normal. You always have troll viewers or everything. Super Bonchan has been watching you forever. And he's saying, troll viewers, what the fuck? No, there's certain games people will come watch you play. They're not pulling out money. That don't mean they're troll viewers. You know what I mean? You care nothing about the viewership. Nothing. What if half your viewership was broke? You just want to shit on it because you had $60. Or look, you're actually at 74 at this point. One of the lowest what? You're at $74. What the fuck?
Schedule, like, I know people just don't come out for Metroidvanias and support them. They don't.
People don't come out and give me money. They came out and supported it. Oh, I thought someone was in my front yard. They came out and supported it, Phil, by watching. And some people gave you 74. Your night streams are slow at times. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's people in the chat that says, Kick, love this game. Let me guess, Phil Larper, or you haven't looked at Kick Chat in a week?
They sit here and complain that it's boring because I have to backtrack a lot and stuff like that. Now, listen, I get it, but that's the game. And people don't like them. So, once again, this is what? Like the millionth.
Not one person. Hey, listen, man, this shouldn't piss me off this much.
Shit like that.
Bruh.
Dude, this shouldn't piss me off like this, but he's lying to everyone right here. He says, my people don't like. Are you talking about the guys that specifically give you a couple $100? The big sub gifters? Because now one person said they hated Silk Song. No one. I'm not even seeing it in your chat. I've been reading it. People were saying, fuck the trolls. Told you not to drop Gay Tony. Please don't quit Silk Song. Time to return to Gay Tony. Meaning that's fucking thing. Nothing along the lines like, yeah, Silk Song's trash. No one said that. It doesn't hit the goal, so you're saying, see, no one comes. You're basically saying the people with the money don't come from the Metroidvania. How do you know the people with the money just aren't here tonight, Phil? Give me a break.
Metroidvania game I've ever played that actually worked was Metroid Dread. That one, people came out.
You
and
said that
supported it,
4
but,
times. Metroid Dread's the only one that
I
worked.
want to say thanks to those who were here
It's the only
tonight,
one that made
and
the
those who watched on
money.
demand, but it is what it is. What can I do? Right?
What
Gave it a
could I
shot.
do?
I laid out exactly the criteria, and
I laid out the criteria. What a great... Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the criteria tonight is pretty simple. $150 on Silk Song. I don't care that I got double the viewership. Because if I don't hit the goal, then that means my double viewership were the trolls. And that's not necessarily true. I'm not saying you don't have a few trolls in there, Phil. But a lot of people can't comment in there. So they go to Raw, Phil. Yeah, a lot of LARPers go to Kick because you haven't blocked everyone over there. And they kind of borderline make comments to where you don't fully get rid of them. But you got Super Bonchan saying, what troll viewers are you talking about? Because you block the same amount of people every day. It's like a revolving door. It's not like, oh, the trolls aren't here today. They didn't come for this game. But they came for Silk Song. And then you're a hypocrite. You want to know why, Phil? Because literally the next morning, he thought of a hustle at the last minute. If you guys give me money during the podcast tomorrow and you say this is for Silk Song, I'll bring it back, which they did. But you wanted the thought of you never playing this game right now to those people because you thought it would make them bring you money quicker.
you all see what happens. It's in black and white. It's not disputable. People don't want Silk Song, or they would have.
No, not true. People don't want Silk Song. There you go again. No one's even saying that. I'm not saying there's not one or two people who said don't play it, but that's people they got. They'll say that because they're hoping when you don't hit the goal and they say that, you'll be like, yeah, you're right. We should get rid of it. Why would you get rid of the game that's giving you double viewership? You're not even acknowledging the viewership and the engagement that you said you count. I count viewership, engagement, support. No, you count support only. People didn't come out for Silk Song is a fucking lie. The money didn't come out. The people did. because they want to see you lose at games. And you're playing a lot of trash games. But because some fucking disfigured dent gave you a couple bucks, which you don't let your content be judged by one donator, which it can be. Don't ever let him tell you that. He'll just say that. He'll literally do something and then say that he doesn't do that. You'll be like, wait, what?
Even they did not. Okay? All right, well, I tried.
One of his members says, how has support been lately?
I actually feel like if I played this might have, if I kept playing it, might have been one of my favorite games of the year. This is a similar situation to last year.
Look, someone did say, thank God we are dropping it.
I have to play what my audience
shitting on it, and that's not a member or nothing.
Right now for this kind of game and haven't been. So I'm not shocked that tonight didn't go well. When people were yelling at me last week and said...
And this is where he blames the chat for not being able to go hang out with his wife. I don't know if it's this video. He goes, you guys got me freaking staying here until the very last minute to get this donation. I got to be with my wife. And there's people in the chat like, dude, go be with your wife. What are you blaming us for? You're waiting on us to give you money. So we're not giving you money is keeping you away from your wife to where you're going to complain about it? With a straight-ass face?
Silk Song. Why are you playing Ballad of Gay Tony? Why are you playing Metal Gear? Why are you playing this? You should be playing Silk Song. That's all anyone wants. Silk Song. This is why.
People weren't doing that, and people didn't shit on the game either. You said, this is why. Be very clear. We're at $74. This is why. Nothing to do with all that other shit that you said matters.
Cause and effect, all right? All right, guys. So, Silk Song, I do like the game, but that's it for Silk Song, all right?
Not true.
Again,
He pulled Silk Song out. Not the next day says we're bringing it back.
All right, that's it.
Because someone dropped 50.
And everything, but it is what it is, guys. Okay.
It is what it is as he's stalling.
All right. Well, folks, that is it. And again, I want to say thank you. I do get a $10 tip here at the end here.
Which brought you up to 84.
Not even a message attached to it. Thank you, whoever just sent 10 bucks.
84. So we're still shitting on the $84 game? And if I'm correct, you get one more, I think. Which brought you up to 94. Yeah, he does get another one. So you're shitting on a game that got you $94, Phil?
You're really the top tip of the night, and you're the only tip of the night, really, because the other tip was $1.
You're going to shit on this game that got $94 when once upon a time 50 was a successful stream for you?
All right, let me get everything on and say goodnight. And that's that. Now we got to figure out what the schedule will be for the week because we're not playing Silk Song. Okay.
Not true. We're not playing Silk Song. As he gets another $10 tip, and that puts him up to 94.
No, Bloomkit, listen. He says Kronos missed the goal. Give Silk Song another chance. Kronos missed
Very
the goal.
true. Kronos did miss the goal, Phil, in the day stream. So don't try to tell Bloomkit, a member 18 months, that he's fucking wrong, because he's actually being serious.
On the first stream, then it hit a goal on its second stream. It got really close. So basically, Kronos is doing good in general. It's not hitting a goal every stream.
You're about to be at 94 here.
Stream for the game, the test stream, and it failed the test stream. Okay?
No, it didn't fail. You had double the viewership. Like you don't even acknowledge that you got double the viewers because you're convinced that they're trolls, and they're not. There might be some LARPers or whatever, but that doesn't mean you can't judge that. Why do you want to cut your viewership in half for $60 more? Like, what the hell? That's why you quitting Mario Kart made no sense when you had the biggest streamer on YouTube watching you play it, so you switched games? Because you thought the game was out of content? So you're afraid to play online? Because your fucking detractors find ways in the lobby and they troll you with the names? If you had more fans like you say you do, then they would be in those lobbies, which you don't set up because you don't know how. And you're afraid of fucking exposing your audience that is truly dented to real people because you know the detractors will unfortunately make fun of them.
Promotion says my favorite games don't hit goals. Then you should support the games, and you didn't. So
Someone said their favorite goals don't hit or favorite games don't hit goals. No shit, Phil, because I think the people that do donate, they donate on the bad games.
I stayed extra late. I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired.
Right
I
here.
can't stay here late every night. I just can't. I've been in here in this fucking office every night super late. I should be spending time with my wife. I'm tired of this shit.
Boom! Holy fuck! What a piece of shit. They need to clip that and send that all over the internet. Did you see that? I can't do this every night. I'm tired of this shit. And he's referring to people tipping him last minute. And then people in his chat said, get the fuck out of here, King. Go spend the time with your wife. Are you even half kidding? Did you hear that? He goes, I got to go spend time with my wife. I can't keep fucking doing this. Then leave, Phil. You're waiting on the audience literally to give you the money. You're going to beg the people and then say, I can't keep fucking doing this? Like you're some rich dude and got the money and you're crowdfunded? That is crazy. I got to hear that again. I got to play it one more time. I want you guys to hear this. This is truly fucked up. This guy begs for money and then says this about his, and if this is true, his wife probably doesn't give a shit, truly. But if this is true, Phil, you're fucked. Because you're the one costing yourself wife time. Watch this. I was waiting for this clip. I heard this shit and I'm like, wow, this is why I want to see this guy go 7 days. I told you. Because this is him not hitting the goal 3 out of 4 times here. So you could already see the meltdown was starting to come. And he's getting pissed. This shit will only escalate. Listen to this.
Listen, I'm still here and no one's contributing, so what do you want me to do? I'm still here. I stayed extra late. I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired. I can't stay here late every night. I just can't. I've been in here in this fucking office every night super late. I should be spending time with my wife. I'm tired of this shit.
I should be spending time with my wife. I've been in this office super late. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the one that does the stalling. If you wanted to spend time with your wife, you'd be like, all right, midnight, I'm out of here. I can't be doing this every night. Are you insane, Phil? Can't be doing what every night? Yeah, those people that donate at the last minute, you should be happy. Because maybe sometimes they weren't willing to give it. Or maybe they want to see you go the extra hour because they know how pathetic you are. And you'll stay the extra hour and stall like you're doing now. I can't keep doing this shit. Then don't do it. And then you know what he'd say to that? Well, I have to hit goals to keep fucking the boat rolling. Then start putting effort in, except for the begging. And he's going to get up. This dude literally said he wants to go spend time with his wife. He gets up. Instead of just saying, later. Stream's over, Phil. Why are we still going? And I think he gets another $10, which is really dented.
All right, guys. So tomorrow, there is not a podcast tomorrow because tomorrow morning,
which is dumb. You not doing the
a
podcast costs you money, and you
full
don't even
stream.
realize
I wanna
that.
get a big,
Too
huge chunk
stupid,
into Chronos.
Mr. 17 years.
Well, actually got really good, and I'm excited to see how the game develops. So hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow for Chronos. All right, no podcast. And then there will be late night stream tomorrow night, which I'm also excited for, is more Gears of War Reloaded campaign, which has actually been quite good. I've never played
that
it before, but I
motherfucker
am
just
enjoying
ended
it.
his stream, so he didn't hit the
As
golden
for the
night,
rest
I'm
of the
thinking.
week,
I
honestly
see
don't
trumpets
know,
and raw
because
fills.
I was planning on possibly doing Silk Song as a day stream, and now we're not playing it at all.
Liar, you literally the next day told us we're going to be playing Silk Song again when that guy donated 50 and said bring back Silk Song. So don't lie. Look at him with the shoulders up. We're not playing Silk Song till someone gives me 50 tomorrow.
Okay? All right, guys, everyone, please have a good night. I will see you tomorrow for Chronos, and I'll see you tomorrow for Gears of War. Have a good night.
All right, real quick. DSP yells at viewers to support or get the fuck out. Epic crash out over support 3 hours ago. DSP upset. Detractors won't give money. Second chance to give money for Silk Song. Oh, the second chance to give money for Silk Song? We got to do this one. We got to do this one.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
DSP upset. Detractors won't give money. Second chance to give Silk Song. I also want to thank Serpa for bringing 300 viewers on Twitch earlier. They're probably gone now.
I'm going to have to explain it again because
but thank you.
So early.
Well, let me see that real quick.
Here's the deal. And by the way,
oh, no, they're still there.
Stream, I see. That's nice. Nice of them.
I still got 305 there.
Silk Song is going to get a second chance.
Whoa!
Well,
what a difference a day made. Hey, listen, this motherfucker comes out and goes, Silk Song's going to get a second chance. What does this mean? Like, why even explain that? We know what it means. It means a dent came out, gave you money, and put it back on the map.
I told you all that after last week, you guys had asked me to play Hollow Knight Silk Song. You said, please put it in the rotation. And I said, I'm skeptical about that because Metroidvanias historically never do well on this channel. Literally never.
He can't even name a couple.
And
name a couple that didn't work, Phil. Name a couple. Name a couple. Name a couple.
Because of that, I'm always skeptical about saying that I want to play one or I want to put it in the rotation. I mean, that's why we actually never played the original Hollow Knight, to be honest. Okay? So I said, here's what we're
Someone in
do.
his chat says, what do you need to explain?
On Monday
exactly.
night.
What the fuck do you need to explain? Silk Song nigga 150 last night. You pissed, you moaned, you cried, you kicked. You said, you know what? If some asshole comes back and gives me 50 to 60 bucks, I'll bring it back the next day. What'd some fucking dent do? They came and gave you that money. You ended up making 200 plus on this stream.
We'll see if people show up, engage, and support with this stream.
Quit lying. What'd I tell you about that, Phil? Quit saying 3. The big 3. Engage, viewership, and support. That don't matter, kids. He had double the viewership. I'm going to remind you again. Double the viewership on both platforms than he normally has. And there was people all up and down saying they liked the game. A lot of $2 donations saying they liked the game. But this guy just wants the one whale. That's the only thing he'll listen to. That's why he listened to that $50 bill. Because if it was $2 and they would say bring back Silk Song, you don't give a shit about the small people. This dude's a piece of shit.
And if they do and we hit the goal and people are here and having a good time, I'll play it as a major stream on
People
Wednesday.
here having a good time, Phil?
We'll see how it works as a day stream.
People having a good time. When were they not having a good time over there?
And maybe even have it as a major playthrough that I do over the course of September. Okay?
I think how a game that was dead in the water is fully back because one guy gave 50. But he had like 4 or 5 people saying they like it. But he said people were saying they don't like it. It's boring. It's this, that. No one was saying that. You create your own narrative. Half the shit you say is almost bogus. And when people like say something the opposite of you, they're either LARPers, trolls, or detractors. Or I had double the viewership because those were detractors wanting to watch me play. Even though we could go to Raw Phil or any of the other ones.
Way ahead of time. It was posted on social media. I explained it on podcasts. I explained it in these kind of pre-stream hangouts everywhere. So everyone was well aware that this is how Silk Song was going to go. All right?
Not true.
So, how did it go?
How did it go?
I would say, attendance was decent. We had around 200 to 250 people on YouTube and like 80 people on Kick. Okay.
It was more than 250. Fucking liar.
Support. Here we go. Well, the whole first, I would say engagement. I don't want to skip engagement. Engagement was good. People were actually telling me different gameplay mechanics and things I wasn't understanding. So it was actually going pretty well in that regard. Like I was learning the game and I was frustrated, but people were saying, "Oh no."
Okay, so 2 out of 3, Phil.
I didn't know that.
Why doesn't it win with 2 out of 3?
There are people who are engaged.
Gonzo says, I don't understand how this guy doesn't have people lining up at his door looking to backhand him. He lives in a private community. And I believe in these private communities, that's some of the money that you pay to these communities is to make sure that you're safe.
Who want to see me play this game. Okay.
And the other thing, a lot of people don't want to backhand him is because a lot of the biggest of his detractors, they actually make a solid paycheck from covering Phil. So it's like, even though they may not like the guy or whatever, or like making fun of him, when you're making thousands of dollars off someone, I doubt you want to see someone go fuck up his livelihood.
Okay. Support. All right. I could go through moment by moment how it went, but essentially.
Duty streams on Twitch? That can't be the real Duty, is it? If that's the real Duty, it's nice to meet you, brother.
By the end of the night, we were at $94.
Shout out to Duty Streams.
So we didn't even hit $100. And I said, well, guys, that's it. Like I said, we have to hit support goals to make this a playthrough because I'm not convinced this will work as a playthrough. Everyone freaks out. Oh, Phil, this is...
Well, Phil, what I don't understand is you said, I'm not convinced this is going to work as a playthrough. If 2 of the 3 things worked, the engagement and the support, what else? The engagement and the viewership. Your viewership was double for the game. You had over 300. And that's good for you. You had to base it on an $84 day. You didn't even let the dents refill their pockets. So why are you convinced it's going to work? You let Blueprints drag on. You had almost 100 people watch you play Blueprints, but because some idiots came in and gave you a couple bucks and you said, I don't let one person alter my streams, even though you proved it with Blue Song. Baldur's Gate always had 300 and made 100, but you thought that killed your viewership, even though your viewership was dying.
Your fault. Why did you make it a night stream instead of a day stream? You know a lot of people who are
shout out to Duty Stream.
Can't show up for your night streams. Keep in mind, there's been tons of games that have all worked as night streams. We had 4-month runs of games like Minecraft and American Truck Sim. We were hitting goals every time. So what they're saying is just nonsense. It's just, trying to like justify the fact that it didn't hit a support goal when it very well could have. But I get it. I hear people saying they're upset. They actually like some people watch the videos overnight and we're like, oh, I really like these videos. This is the kind of gameplay we like from you because it's frustrating. Because
now last night before he got the money from whoever gave him the money, he said no one was liking this game. Remember, he's like, yeah, they don't come out for Metroidvanias. Now all of a sudden there's some people that watched it. He had enough people saying they liked it. But because of the money last night, and he was frustrated because he's on a real bad decline right now, he fucking crashed out when he says, I want to spend time with my wife, but it's your fault you guys keep me here late. That is crazy that he said that out loud.
Learning slowly. It's just like the first time when you played Dark Souls or the first time when you played a really tough game and you had to learn all these gameplay elements. What is going on?
And quit comparing whatchamacallit to Dark Souls. I've played both. I played Hollow Knight and all the Dark Souls. Like, idiot, it's an idiot comparison.
So
it just means he dies a lot.
Basically, by the end of the night, everyone's happy with the gameplay, even though I'm struggling and I'm swearing at the game or whatever, I'm learning, right? And at the end of the night, I actually got to a really good spot where it's a good place to continue next time. It was a new save spot, new areas to explore and all this stuff. And last night, I'm going to be honest, I was pretty disappointed because you guys, and when I say you guys, I don't know if this is representative of everyone who watches.
Oh my God.
It was just a small vocal few. I don't know. All right. But in regards to this, all right, I was basically like disappointed because I really liked the game. To be honest with all of you, I really actually like the game.
My favorite is he says, I want to be honest with all of you, but it's always, he says that when he's going to say something that, why would he lie about that? Why would you even lie about that, Phil? How come you say, I want to be honest to you when you're talking about something that involves your personal life or something like that? It's always, let me be honest with you. I'm really liking the game. Like we were.
More of it, but I want.
It makes no sense sometimes.
I don't want it to be that every time that I play Silk Song, attendance is low, engagement
not true,
support is low. Oh, but keep playing it. But why? You're not showing up for it.
Attendance was never low for it.
If you wanted it, you would be here for it. Keep in mind that I'm getting support for other games. It's not like, oh, no one's showing up and everyone hates everything. It's not the case. People are liking the stuff in the rotation, but Silk Song again, Metroidvania. Totally makes me feel like it's not going to work. All right? So here's the deal.
Phil, tell people what it's not going to work means. It's not because the game is half good, half bad. It's because I'm not going to get the money. I hate when he makes the game sound like it's going to be buggy or we're not going to like these certain bosses or it really is a truly boring game. No, it's based off funds only. He says he doesn't let one person alter. If someone, don't ever do this, but it'd be really easy to go in his streams and show you how he could be altered by one man's money. Even though he's too dumb to see the viewership. Like I said, Asmongold and a bunch of people, whether they're watching it on Twitter or wherever the fuck they were watching it, they were watching him play this Mario Kart and a few other ones. But because those games weren't big dollar games or he wasn't enjoying them or whatever reason, he stops playing them. He's literally showed that he's afraid to play games multiple days if they don't make money. He might run out of games. But Squeak Hoden gets to stay around when that's got to be, listen, whether Squeak Hoden's a good game or not, it's definitely not a game people want to watch Dark Side fucking Phil play. If we're going to watch him play any game. Because sometimes your gameplay, Phil, you don't put the effort in. It's like, it'd be one thing it's easy to shit on your gameplay, but you don't put no effort in. Because you're afraid shit that you would say that could be funny and get you canceled. You might as well start bringing back some of that shit. You're already labeled this, that, and the other. You might as well bring something to the table.
I'm going to do something I've never done before. All right? It's twofold, actually. Here's what we're going to do. Today, you can contribute on today's streams for Silk Song. All right? Take a look.
He's telling you could give him money to bring it out of retirement.
0 of 54.
This is dented.
So, if you just decided not to contribute last night, or maybe you just couldn't be here for the late stream last night, and you like Silk Song, and you want this playthrough to happen, okay? You could support it today.
You could donate.
All we need is $54 for Silk Song, and I will play it tomorrow as a major daytime stream and give it a shot as a major game in the rotation. Okay? But we have to hit $54 for Silk Song today. Now, how can you do that? Contribute and say in your contribution, this is for Silk Song. So if you give the sub, say in the chat, tag me and say, hey, this is for Silk Song. Or we send me a tip. In the body of the tip, put a something.
I can't believe this even worked.
This is for Silk Song.
It worked.
Okay? That's what I need you to do so that we know what's going on. Okay? Jasper, you're being a nut here. So let's see if you guys
Shout
really
out to Duty
want Silk
Streams
Song
for
or
being
not.
here earlier.
Again,
It's one of
put your money where your
DSP's
mouth
biggest
is
detractors.
and support it, and then we'll play it tomorrow. It's actually going to be tomorrow's daytime stream. I can't concentrate. It'll be tomorrow's daytime stream if we hit $54 of support for Silk Song today. Okay?
Just like that.
So right now we have,
Ladies and gentlemen, $54. It's back. The game that wouldn't work. The game that I was suspect about. The game I said no one liked.
So starting right now,
$54 from one person to get it back.
For Silk Song, let's make it happen. We'll do Silk Song tomorrow if we hit the $54. Now, in addition,
He's running out of
in addition
games.
to this, I'm going to give you 2 for 1 if we hit the $54 of support for Silk Song, okay, guess what? I'm also going to count it as a goal that was hit, because if we're counting it for last night, then we might as well count it towards.
This guy wants to eat fast food so bad. He's doing that $54 thing to get them one step closer to him eating Taco Bell. He's so hooked on eating in front of his audience now, to where he's giving you. I mean, thanks for giving your audience the free goal or whatever, Phil. Not that it matters. The goals are never ending. And next month, from you not hitting goals, you're bringing back marathons once a month, no matter what. So that 50 goal milestone shit don't mean shit.
The goal from last night. So if we hit $54 of support for Silk Song today on these streams, we'll get to 46 goals. Okay? There you go.
We'll get to 46 goals like it's some great accomplishment.
So,
and it's his cash
you
that
guys
he gets
actually
from
want
you.
Silk Song? For real? Or is it a...
Whoa, Phil. You guys actually want Silk Song. What happened to all that shit last night? That nobody wanted it. Everyone was saying the game's trash and blah, blah, blah. I like how everyone went from screaming to watch you playing it. They showed up, and then you at least admitted that the next day. And now you're putting a $54 bounty on it.
Bunch of vocal LARPers who basically are people who are contrarians who just want to say, whatever Phil's not doing, that's what he should be doing. And what
Phil,
he's
be
doing is
thankful of the LARPers. I'd rather have 54 LARPers than not have
Today
LARPers.
is your ultimate chance to prove that you actually want Silk Song or not. Right?
Well, thank you, Phil. So you just proved that us coming to watch it means nothing. It's all about cash.
Silk Song is on Game Pass. If you're saying that you need to justify the cost of the game, you're an idiot. You're actually stupid. That's really dumb. We're gauging support for the playthrough. This game apparently is long. I've heard Silk Song is actually quite a challenging and long game.
Okay.
If I'm going to commit to playing it, I need to be sure people actually will show up and support it. Not, let's start playing a game, get 10 hours in, and everyone quits. So show me that you want Silk Song. Support it today.
We said everyone
Let's
quits. What? You talking about the donors, Phil?
$54. We'll count it towards Silk Song. We'll count it towards yesterday's goal. Let's do it. And then we will continue, and we'll do Chronos today. Let's go. All right? Sound good? Guess what? I just received a $54 tip.
Look at that.
Not kidding.
A dented motherfucker.
Don't leave this on a cliffhanger. This is for Silk Song. So
Silk Song back. One person, $54. Mister, I don't let one person fucking change my mind. You just did, Phil.
Let's go.
You just did. You like to prove yourself wrong,
baby.
Right in front of people.
So, we've hit the Silk Song goal. That means, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We did hit a goal last night. Today. So let's celebrate. Okay. Now.
He cuts out the Snort Hogan, takes out the celebrating.
We don't need it on the leaderboard anymore because we already hit it. Okay. So now, anything else that comes in today now counts towards our regular goal. So now let's do shout-outs. What prompted the change of heart? You seemed very upset last night and very adamant that it was done. I'm excited.
What prompted the change of heart? Well, it's pretty easy, Dent. He got money. What do you mean? What was the change of heart? This guy don't have no heart.
Oh. Two things prompted my change of heart.
Oh, I can't wait. Two things? I can't wait to hear this.
All right, two things. The first thing is, by the end of that stream, I really liked the game. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. And I was like, man, I want to play more. Like, after...
That didn't matter last night. I really liked the game, but you guys don't give me no money. You keep me away from my wife.
Persevering through the tough stuff, and I got to a checkpoint, and I'm like, man, this is a perfect place to continue and keep going, right? So I want to keep going. It would suck to end right now after I've only played 3 hours of this game, and I'm actually really liking it. So that was number one. And number two, fair enough. I will say this. Maybe some people just can't attend the late streams. All right? And I get that. My late streams are late night for people who are like in Europe or maybe even on the East Coast.
Whoa. This better not be the second reason. Because some of my people can't make the night stream. This better not be the second reason. The reason is what prompted your change to play the game. I just got $54 from one guy. That just prompted it. You just said it. You laid it on the table. We get 54 right now. I'm bringing Silksong back day stream. And you got it. There's your prompt. You're going to sit here and try to say, well, you know, my Europe fans, they can only make it to the day stream, so do I really punish them?
You know, it's like midnight by the time my late stream ends. So maybe there are people who genuinely want to see Silksong, and those people could not be on the stream, and they were hoping that it was going to be supported. And I mean, it wasn't not supported.
No, Phil, there's a large number of people that will watch you play games that don't want to give you $1. You have to learn that.
It just was only supported 2/3 of the way. Okay? And immediately now, we get a tip from someone who says, you know, they want to see Silksong continue. They probably couldn't be on the late stream last night. There you go. Okay?
Look, someone just donated $20 to him to go, sup, first time here. How are the lights on the wall what does it say? How are the lights on the wall behind you called? Looks interesting. He might mean what are they called? That's dented.
Javi did a $2 super chat and is talking about arm stamina, keep it up. I get the feeling that there's some kind of a meme because someone else already said that too. So there's some kind of a new meme about arm stamina. Whatever you say. I don't know why you're saying that. The only thing I can think of is that a couple days ago, I kept like flexing my arm like this, and the reason was because I pulled a muscle in my arm, and it was actually hurting me pretty bad. So I was trying to like work the arm and loosen that muscle. It was actually my forearm muscle was like really tense and hurtful. I was like, oh man, it kept hurting. So what, 2 days ago was that? Or was it Friday? It was the other day. It hurt really bad. So I had to keep working the arm. It was Sunday. That's right. It was Sunday. So I don't know if they made up another meme or something. I don't care. Thanks for $2. And then Major Chong did a €5 super chat. No, £5 super chat.
Look, he's pulling out his phone to do the conversion rate, even though once upon a time he shitted on streamers for having alerts and pop-ups when people donate because he says it takes away from the stream. It's a distraction, and I want to, you know, when you're streaming to a few hundred people, you want to keep the flow of the stream going. But what does this motherfucker consider not a distraction? Pulling out a fucking calculator or whatever he's pulling out of his phone to determine how much money that super chat's worth in that country so he could put it on your goal, on the goal that goes across the top of the screen that he takes the time to type in. So, Phil, when you used to shit on streamers for having pop-ups when people would donate, like if you donate to me, something pops up, not only now do you have all that, oh, sorry. I thought someone was fucking was in the house. But not only does he have all that, it's supposed to be okay. It's, hey, I'm cool with it. And you pull out the fucking calculator and you fucking pull out the goddamn typewriting. So you literally do 3 more distractions than they even do. They don't even type in names. Their names just pop up because the computer does it on Streamlabs. Like, dude, you make no sense. You go against your own shit. Mister, I don't do giveaways because it only benefits one person. Only a fucking greedy Grinch motherfucker would say something like that.
Oh, I said it when pointing to the screen? I did? I said that's what the joke is, because I'm saying, right now. And I'm just holding my arm like this. Oh, okay. All right, it's a new meme. Got it. I mean, these things go right over my head. Well, thanks for explaining, so now I understand the meme. Okay. You know, if you guys actually just explained the memes to me right away, then I'd probably roll with them. But usually you guys
no, you
don't
wouldn't.
memes. And I
If you
don't
guys
really
would
fuck
explain the
with that.
memes right away, we can't, Phil.
You spring them on me like a year
You
later,
started
like,
blocking the
oh,
number
I wish
2.
I had known that.
He blocks the fucking numbers 220 in his chat. And instead of getting to the bottom what the 220 means, you blocked it. So don't give us we try to explain shit to you and you'll let the shit go. Because you know you won't.
Fine, we can have an arm stamina meme or me pointing to the camera. Sure, we could do that. All right. And he says, "You're a big time idol of mine. Any advice on starting a streaming career? And I admire your arm
Big time idol.
Well,
What kind of liar is that?
Obviously, you're not serious.
There's no way DSP would be an idol of yours. Like, only a very dented individual would say that, an idol. Maybe you idol how much money he's made. That's about it.
Yes. Okay, so here's the deal. Silk Song continues tomorrow as the daytime stream. Thank you to whoever that was, Hollow Knight, for a $54 tip. Thanks to you, we continue with Silk Song, and we hit a goal already. Now, we're already almost $50 into the goal for this stream for Chronos. So if you like Chronos, you like survival horror, please support this stream. Let's keep it going. Let's hit 47 goals, because we can do the Taco Bell Decades menu whenever we want. It's
Whenever
out
we
today.
want. No, Phil, it's you.
In fact,
Don't
now that
say
I said
we.
that, let me check delivery apps. If
This
not,
guy
I can go
uses
get it
we in
myself,
all the
'cause
wrong
Taco Bell is less
situations.
than a block away.
This
I
dude's
can
fucked
literally
up,
go pick
man.
it up, but I'm curious if
This is
it's
a
on the
fucked up
delivery
guy right
apps.
here.
Let's see.
Look at him doing the conversion. Mister, I don't like to
Yes, it's all
distract the
there.
stream.
Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco, Caramel Apple Empanada, Chili Cheese Burrito, Double Decker Taco, 7-layer burrito.
A bunch of
That is those
garbage.
five.
It's Taco Bell.
Oh, they even have, whoa, wait a minute. They have a Doritos Cheesy Gordita Crunch with the Cool Ranch Taco. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Okay.
Right. It's not we hit the goal. It's
Cool.
you.
So we can get,
Someone
and you
said
know
in
what?
his
Maybe I'll
chat.
even get that new Baja Blast. It's Baja Blast Midnight. I didn't try it yet. Okay. So there you go. And we can do that as soon as we hit 50 goals.
Someone's name in
Let's
in
go.
his
Let's
chat
hit some
is
goals. We're
this
46,
is
4 goals
pathetic,
to go.
and they put
Taco
how
Bell
is you
Y2K
eating food a
Decades menu.
reward
That's
for
what they're
us?
calling it, the Y2K Decades menu. So let's hit those goals today. Let's do it. Let's hit some goals today. Let's get to this DSP tries it as soon as possible this week. All right? People are saying the Midnight Baja Blast is really good. Well, I want to try it. Let's do it. I don't know why again, people are, of course, trying to be toxic. It's this simple. There's a lot of LARPers now, trolls coming in and trying to LARP in the chat. I'm just going to ban you on site and not even address you. If I see you being toxic to other positive viewers and contributors, if I see you saying just nonsense, I'm just going to ban you immediately and you're gone for good and I don't care. The truth is you're on your 18th sock account now anyway.
Positive 18 sock
Trolls are
accounts.
actually trying to make it so that
Come on.
it's not a good environment for others. They're purposefully trying to make it so that it's like a disruptive environment.
All they're putting is comments that are like shitting on Phil. And he acts like they're putting some very deep, dark shit.
Yeah, I'm not putting up with it. You know, it's one thing if like every once in a while they come in, but it's like now they're coming in with 10 accounts a day.
What up, boss man? We had 300 people on Twitch.
You know, saying stupid shit to people who are here to being positive. Here's a guy who did a $20 super chat. People are like, so how do you like being treated like
They
dirt?
came for the
You're
DSP
really gonna enjoy your
shit.
first stream. This guy's a piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is a guy who just comes in and he wants to support the stream and he wants to enjoy it for the first time. No, I'm not going to let you be toxic to them. You're an asshole. No. See, Elixification made a good point. He says, I'm surprised that Silksong didn't hit the goal last night. Didn't it used to be that you make your goals on games where you fail and die a lot? Yeah, except that's changed. Because here's why. This is honestly why this has changed. Are you ready? Because here's the truth.
This is definitely not going to be right.
It used to be that my trolls would come to my stream to make fun of me when I failed at games that were tough, like Bloodborne.
Why couldn't it be some of your fans come there and make fun of you too, Phil? It's not just the LARPers and the trolls. But watching you fail at games was only entertaining part. Because when you're good at the game, you don't add anything that makes you better playing it. So of course they're going to come for that. But you act like it's some bad thing. And you fucking make it seem like they were torturing you or something.
Sekiro or Elden Ring or any spin-off of that, Neo or Lies of P or whatever it may be, okay? They liked the fact that I would get my ass beat. They would laugh at it, and then they would support it. Like, literally, they would. They would support those streams. Now, here's what's happened. Those people no longer come to my streams. They go watch the illegal restreamers. That's the truth. They go watch it somewhere else. And
a lot of us do watch the illegal
support.
restreamers.
So I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I'm going to play what I like, and I'm going to play what works for my positive, supportive audience. I'm not
true.
Playing what they want. That's the truth is they want to endlessly clip farm me for content, and they want to endlessly laugh, but they don't want to support to make that content viable. So guess what? If you don't support it, you're not going to get your clip farm anymore. I just won't play those games. And then you can cry all day, oh, DSP's boring. And it's your fault. Because you could have what you want, but you have to support
So
it.
you just
When
admit
you
it, Phil.
steal
You
the
don't mind
content,
being boring
then I don't get
for the
anything
trade
from
of
it, then I'm
not
gonna
making
make that
money?
content anymore. I'll do something different. I'll do something that I'm enjoying and my supportive audience enjoys. Not something that's, me.
My
torturing
supportive
myself,
audience.
and then you get clip farming from it. You'll get nothing. You'll just sit there with your thumb up your ass. Man, Phil did another boring hangout session, but he hit his goals, but man, it was so boring. There's nothing to clip
Not
farm.
true.
Yeah, stupid. If you want the stuff to clip farm, then support the content. Stop stealing it.
Telling the detractors to donate.
That simple.
You literally just told your fan base you'll play all the shitty games and tell the detractors to screw off.
Okay. So there's your answer, Helixification. Very matter-of-factly, because things have changed. You're thinking 5-7 years ago. You're right. Oh, my God, the new FromSoft game or the new ultra-difficult game's out, and Phil's playing it. Oh, wow, this is great. Let's watch. And then they would watch on my stream, and I'd get views, and I'd get ad revenue, and then they would support with super chats and subs and things. Now, nothing. I get nothing from it. They get all the content because they steal it, and I get nothing at all. So
Phil, you act like some of this doesn't have to do with you, though. You didn't drive off anybody?
Jack did a
You're the good guy?
Donations are a reward for being entertaining. You're right, Jack. From a positive
Yeah,
audience.
and Jack Harper, his own fucking fan, says donations are a reward for being entertaining. And Phil, there are some games you don't put no effort in, which really kills your audience. So why should they donate to something to where you're not doing anything? During the games that piss you off, at least you're talking shit. And it leads to you looking stupid, and some people think that's funny.
Get rewarded for being entertaining. That's correct, but not a negative. A negative audience wants you to basically entertain them, but then they don't want to support you. They want to give it to somebody else. So that's why I don't care about that. I don't. I only care about those who are going to be here and are going to engage and support and be positive in my content, period. I don't care
say
about
engage.
The LARPers, the trolls. They don't affect me in any way. I ignore them. Okay? Someone took the $1.25 and said, Hollow Knight brought in 1,400 viewers last
Look,
night.
DSP Gaming, why so hostile to people
But anyway,
not supporting
Hollow
every
Knight brought in
stream?
1,400
His own
viewers last
fan.
night to see you rage and everyone, had a good time. Are you going to keep playing it again? Yes, if people support it. Because even though you claim there's 1,400 viewers, there weren't. There was about 100 viewers on Kick and like 300 on YouTube. Of course, the restreamers had about 1,000 viewers. Again, those are my viewers, but I don't get any credit for that. I don't get paid
Your
for that.
fault.
I made $94 on that stream. So if I made 150, 100% we would have locked in that we were playing it tomorrow already. But thankfully, someone here who is a fan who wasn't there last night was generous, so now we're playing it tomorrow.
Someone who is a fan. So you that didn't donate are not fans. You don't deserve to be called a fan if you don't donate.
Exactly. The truth is everyone wants to take, right? But no one wants to actually support
Take?
and make more. So I'll give you an example.
He said everybody wants to take. And this is the guy that's asking you for shit. Unreal. He goes, everybody wants to take. And he's talking about you, who he's crowdfunded by.
Example here, okay? Let's say for years and years, people demanded, man, we really wish that there could be, let me think of something that hasn't been around in a long, what's something that's popular or was popular once but hasn't been around in a long time? Let's think. What has been like retired? I don't know. See, I would say Ghostbusters. Oh, wait, they fucking restarted Ghostbusters. Ninja Turtles. Oh, fuck, they remake Ninja Turtles 1,000 times, right? What's something that hasn't been around in a long time? Pogs? Pogs? I don't think Pogs really were popular. I don't believe that. Okay, G.I. Joe. Here we go. G.I. Joe. At one point, G.I. Joe was ultra popular. Then it died. They brought it back and it died again. So let's say, for example, there was big demand. People were like, man, we really want a new G.I. Joe movie. No matter what, we want G.I. Joe. Okay? So they make a new G.I. Joe movie. And they try to put some effort into it. And maybe it's not perfect, but it's G.I. Joe and it's reinvigorated. Here's G.I. Joe. Here's the movie. Now let's investigate 2 scenarios. In scenario number 1, people actually go to the movies and see the movie, pay for it, so it makes box office profits, or they watch it at home, they pay for the subscription, they pay for the rental, and the G.I. Joe movie makes a lot of money. So what happens is those people who made the G.I. Joe
Terrible
movie
comparison,
say,
Phil.
oh, this was a successful business venture.
Stick to the sandwich shop
the money
references.
that I made on the G.I. Joe movie and reinvest it and make more G.I. Joe movies. And maybe I'll make some G.I. Joe products and I'll make a G.I. Joe TV series and I'll have G.I. Joe be popular again. Okay? So when you invest in something that you like, you get more of it. Now, let's investigate scenario 2. The G.I. Joe movie comes out and no one goes to see it. Instead, everyone pirates it. People steal it, re-upload it to the internet, film it with fucking handy cams, and fucking put it all over their phones, and it's all stolen. So the movie is a massive flop. Not because the movie's bad, but because everyone stole it. Everyone wanted it, everyone liked it, but they stole it. So now, the people who made the movie say, what the hell? We made a movie, everyone seemed to want it and like it, but we made no money on it. So now we can't make another movie, we can't make products, we can't make a TV show, we can't do anything because we're broke. You understand? If you support things that you like, you get more of what you like. If you steal things that you like, you don't get it. That's how life works. So if you like me playing games like Silk Song, where
my God.
And there's a lot of stress, but then I overcome and I persevere. And if you want to clip farm it, and if you want to laugh at it, you should support it, because then I'll do more of it. But if you don't support it, then I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go do something else. Something else that people want to see.
You're going to run out of things. You're running out. There's not a million games out there for you to play right now.
Moron, and I can't help you. I don't care about you. There you go.
We know what you care about.
So delusional, they're never going to support you. Well, that's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
They're not going to support me. So that's why when they come to the streams and they yell and scream for something, I don't give it to them anymore. Do you get it? That's the point. Well,
did you ever?
All the people who were asking for Silk Song, well, where were they last night? They were on a restream.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. No, whoa. You keep saying where were they at last night? You had more viewers than you normally have. Call it what it is. The people with the money didn't come there last night. Or the people that don't give me money, where were they? Don't say where were people like no one was there.
So why should I give them what they want? Now, if my actual viewers and supporters want it, I'll do it. And in this
there you go. You were close. Just call it, if the people that give me my money want it, here you go.
Case, we did have $94 of support last night, and we just hit the
94.
We had. I'm so confused. We had $96 of support last night. I had the number wrong. We had $96 of support last night.
96, and he was shitting on it.
Today, we hit the 54 because a fan actually did it, and now we're good. So
because a fan actually did it. That's how sure he is.
How it does.
A fan actually did it because there's money.
Out of the stream now, finally.
We could call him a fan when there's money.
Stupid bot viewers that they sent over here for no reason. That I never understand. Why anyone bots my streams and shit.
They didn't bot your stream. You had 300 people there. When were they going to bot you with 100 viewers?
Extra views, nor do I get any kind of detriment from the extra views. They don't actually exist. What happens is on YouTube, when they see bots, the AI takes care of it. So, like, you'll see it initially, be like, oh, my God, it looks like Phil has thousands of viewers. Well, I don't. They're all bots. And then when the stream ends, all those views get deleted off the stream.
We've never seen no 1,000 viewers, Phil. What are you talking about?
It's a complete waste of time. I don't get punished for it because I didn't do anything wrong. I don't benefit from it. You're just wasting your money. Why would you ever?
Someone named Black Wizard in his chat says, "What is botting?"
As you know, I don't look at views. I'm not like one of these other fucking narcissistic streamers who thinks, "Oh, look, I have 1,000, 2,000 viewers every stream." No, you don't. They're all bots, and we know it because your chat doesn't fucking move. We're not stupid. We know.
Damn, who are you referring to, Phil?
Okay, but